Well, hey everyone, it is Saturday morning. I'm just going to look at probably really only one of the potential jobs that we could do anytime soon. It's on a non-posted road. I assume this road that we're going in on probably is the thing that this would not hold up until it dried a little more, or I don't really know what the ground's like underneath this, but it's obviously it's gonna be wet for sure. So yeah, I was hoping that this would be an option, but I don't think this road's gonna. I think this road will be fine when it dries, but right now it's not gonna be good. The snow's just come off it, so I don't know. But the idea would be that we would maybe move the equipment here. And it's really only a shorter section that's lower here, but the idea would be that we would come here and start maybe laying wood down and processing the wood, maybe forwarding a little, but I was hoping that this road, I don't know if they put gravel on it or not. It doesn't really look like it, but the ground's actually good once you get out here, so but maybe something to prepare to be ready to work when we can. You know, with everything that's been going on, doesn't really, well, I did a video yesterday, right, Timber, what do you think? But I haven't done much for videos lately, just because we haven't really been working. But besides that, I think, you know, we have this whole pandemic thing going on right now, which, I don't know, I think, few words I have to say about it would be that Facebook's not helpful. Don't get in a YouTube loop, and pay attention to what the CDC and your state CDC is saying. Wash your hands, don't get too close to people, do your due diligence if you want this not to be a big problem. And I think pretty much everybody's doing the right thing. So I think we're gonna get it under control. It's gonna be a while. So just be conscious of it and make sure other people are too. It's kind of like preventative maintenance. Even if it seems like, you know, it's like somebody with a piece of equipment that you think's too maybe obsessive or anal about taking care of it. Well, they're the ones that never have any problems. So if we treat this the same way, maybe it seems like you're overreacting, but maybe it doesn't turn into a big problem. So anyways, that's all I have to say about that. Also, I guess, from what I understand, Homeland Security and the state of Maine has, or the governor has deemed, you know, agriculture, I'm sure a lot of people saw that agriculture is one of the essential workforce. So if there is a big shutdown, but logging falls underneath that as an essential, I guess, service or it's essential job. So that's one of the things they want to keep going if things should get shut down. And I guess if you think about it, a lot of these test kits for it are forced products, all the medication, medical products, how we ship things, all that stuff is intertwined. So I guess this is definitely an industry that you really don't want to have be totally shut down. So I mean, that's a good thing, I guess, for us. I still don't really know how it's going to unfold, so we're kind of in mud season anyways. We could probably work some of this ground, but we're not going to do any trucking anytime soon. So so that was a bit of decent information, I guess. Anyways, just be respectful of everybody. Don't hoard toilet paper. Don't hoard food unnecessarily. there's no need of it. But I'll show you guys some more of this job as I'm walking around. I just wanted to walk around it today and get a better idea of whether the ground was going to be wet or not, if we were going to be able to do anything here, because last time I walked it there was a little more snow and it's really hard to tell what the ground's going to be like with when it's covered with snow. So, and again, that, you know, all that other stuff is just kind of my take and opinion, so everybody can do what they want. And obviously I am not educated in that area, just kind of observing what's going on. So anyways, I'll be back. If I'm not, like, subscribe, comment, and we'll catch you later. So we're back. So what we're looking at, you know, if you're seeing out through the woods here, you know, like standing in water like that, where you can see like where Timber's walking right now, wet water sitting on top. You know, the ground really doesn't look that bad out in the woods there, but when you're seeing of course this is a little lower in here, but when you're seeing wet like this, there's no way you're gonna operate that, which could be because they skidded here before when it was wet, and they rutted it up, and now the water is, that's just where it's going to be. But I can kind of step on this and feel like it's kind of low and wet, or soft. It just all looks like it'd probably be okay ground. If you know, when things dry out, like, you know, generally you know, when the leaves start to come on, you know, all these maples and, well, you know, the pine trees, they don't lose their needles, but when the leaves start coming on, the hardwoods, you know, the pines are going to start, and the softwoods are going to start sucking up water too, and that's usually always kind of the telltale sign about getting back to work, is when the leaves start popping and the ground starts drying up. So we're a ways away from that, and it just depends, you know. There's hardly any snow left, but as long as there's snow on the ground, it's kind of like a sponge, you know. It's kind of like putting a wet sponge on, you know, some dirt or something. It's gonna just keep the top, and it's gonna keep the moisture there, and it's just not gonna dry out. So somebody likes playing in the snow, right, Timber? So, but this is good wood, so, and all this maple and stuff like that, that's all real good production. So as long as you know, the woods business doesn't take too much of a thrashing from this thing, you know, supply and demand stays there, you know, this will be a good job when we can get going this summer, whether we do it earlier or later. And I know there's some ground here we can operate, but like I kind of told the forester that I really didn't want to. I mean, we could do it, but I would really prefer not to come start and cut little sections of, this is like 70 or 80 acres. And I'd just really rather not come and cut little sections and then have to wait for it to dry to come back, you know. Just wouldn't make any sense. Where if you kind of wait until this job kind of cures up a little, the ground's better, where we can start and finish the whole thing and have good production the whole time, would be the way to do it. But it's not far from home either, so it's kind of hoping it's where the ground's a little higher, it's all sandy, so which is usually not too bad a ground to operate. So, but we've had warm weather, but it's not really been quite consistent enough to really get all of this snow gone. So I think we're still gonna have to play the waiting game for a little while. We're supposed to go look at a few jobs maybe Monday. Hopefully, you know, we might be lucky to find something we can start earlier. You know, this was kind of, it's been a few years since I've had to park stuff as early as we did this year. You know, the beginning of March is pretty early for us, so we're just gonna have to hunker down and wait her out, have a good plan. One of the plans was, and hopefully, I mean, the new forwarder is still in the works. It's just like anything, when something like COVID-19 happens, you know, I don't want to go spending $400 and something thousand and then not be able to move wood. So, but hopefully that's, you know, that this whole deal that's going on doesn't affect it too badly, and we can still stick to that new forwarder. And one of the ideas is to come in on a job like this and lay the whole job down with the buncher and process the whole thing. And if you had a new forwarder, then you just would come in and just, you know, produce wood like a crazy man until you were done. So, or just really be productive, and whether we had to double shift it or not, you know, we could really get ahead that way. And since it's new, you're not really worried about it breaking down, and you can do stuff like that. So anyways, just figured I'd do a little video today and share with you guys what's going on in my world, and I'm sure a lot of your worlds too. So I don't know, stay clean, stay safe, and like, subscribe, comment. We'll catch you later.